Hello everyone. Eastern European town of Sloviansk is in the news again. Those of you who have been following the events in Ukraine, not just since last year, but from 9 years ago, from the invasion of Crimea, know this name very well, and here we go again. There has been more shelling, and 9 people were killed in Sloviansk, including a little boy. For that particular city, it's been one of the worst strikes since the Battle of Sloviansk back before the main invasion began. So yet another tragedy strikes. Yesterday we talked about the new laws about the draft in Russia. So there's more details about that available both at BBC and The Guardian. So pop over and read about that. But the indication is that Russia is bracing for a lengthy conflict, considering basically that it wants to recruit as many people as possible and then keep them recruited, keep them on the battlefield, which of course is bad news for the Russians. Ironically, more Russians started reaching to their friends and family living abroad, asking if they could get out. But in their usual entitled way, they want a guarantee of a safe corridor and safe passage out of Russia and help upon arrival, including Russian-speaking schools and subsidies for them to settle in. Typical. President of Brazil is in the news again, regrettably perpetuating the Russian myth that it is the U.S. that is encouraging the war in Ukraine. That, of course, is not true. U.S. didn't invade Ukraine. U.S. didn't invade Russia. There's no NATO troops on the Ukrainian territory. And U.S. is basically doing the same thing it was doing with the Allies during World War II, fighting a common enemy. I really wish he would go over to Ukraine and find out for himself. And that brings me to the subject of misinformation. Somebody in the comments to one of my recent videos accused me of being brainwashed because I'm reporting about the events that I haven't personally witnessed, but rather I use information from various sources. Of course, that is very flawed logic. Consider all of the various events that you personally haven't witnessed through human history. That doesn't mean they didn't take place. For that matter, consider all of the consumer products and appliances at your house that you didn't invent and personally assemble. Does that mean they don't exist? But there is an easy answer to that. If you don't believe me, get a passport, get a visa, go to Ukraine, and find out for yourself. Come back, tell us what you've seen. Thank you for watching.